about structure of atom and various atomic models. So, we start here with Dalton's atomic model. Dalton's atomic model. What this Dalton atomic model says that each and every matter is made up of very smallest particle. These are known as atom. What we call these? These are called as atom. But what was its limitation? Its limitation was that he only put forward a concept that every matter is made up of atom. But he could not tell about the structure of atom. What is the structure of atom? He could not tell. And then came another model, that was J.J. Thomson model of atom. J.J. Thomson model of atom. Now, what this J.J. Thomson model of atom says that atom is a sphere of positive charge. What atom is? Atom is a sphere of positive charge. It is a complete sphere of positive charge in which negatively charged electrons are embedded. These are negatively charged electrons which are embedded in this positive charge sphere. Now, how much these electrons are embedded? These electrons are only that much जितने की इसमें प्रोटॉन प्रेजेंट है, मतलब जो प्रोटॉन इसमें न्यूट्रलाइज हो जाए उतने ही इसमें इलेक्ट्रॉन्स प्रेजेंट हैं. कि जितने भी ये जो पॉजिटिव चार्ज स्पीशीज हैं ये न्यूट्रलाइज हो जाए इतने ही इसमें क्या प्रेजेंट है? इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. बट he most probably he tells about only and only neutrality of atom, but there was certain limitation which was shown by this model, that he could not explain the results which were given by Rutherford model of atom. Now here we come with Rutherford model of atom. But we will study Rutherford model of atom. What this Rutherford had done, he had taken a gold foil and he bombarded so many alpha particles towards it. Some of the alpha particle passes straight away through the foil and some shows deflection. Some shows deflection by a very large angles and some shows deflection by a very small angles. Now, what this atomic model shows, that the deflected part shows that there is a presence of positive charge. Now, firstly, I must tell you about what these alpha particle are. Alpha particle क्या होते हैं? Alpha particle कुछ नहीं होते. These are only positively charged heavy bodies. मतलब heavy mass होता है और इनका positive charge होता है. These are known as alpha particles. Now, what he had done, that he had used these alpha particles. He has thrown some alpha particle rays towards that gold foil. Some shows deflection and some shows do not show deflection. Which do not shows deflection, they indicate there is a presence of empty space in an atom. Now, which shows deflection? जो डिफ्लेक्शन शो करके गई रेज वो क्या शो करती है कि एटम के अंदर पॉजिटिव चार्ज प्रेजेंट होता है. क्या प्रेजेंट होता है? पॉजिटिव चार्ज. नाउ हियर वी कम विद रदरफोर्ड एटॉमिक मॉडल. ही सेड दैट there is a presence of heavy positive charge body in between, in center of the atom. there is a presence of what? There is a presence of positively charged body which is heavy, which we call it as nucleus. It is composed of proton and neutron. ये किसका बना होता है? ये बना होता है प्रोटॉन और न्यूट्रॉन का. And there is a presence of some orbits or stationary path in which these electrons revolve. कि इसमें ये इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जो होते हैं ये रिवॉल्व करते हैं किसमें? So from here we are going to discuss about one more thing about atomic number and mass number. Now what are these mass numbers? And what are these atomic numbers? Atomic number is denoted by letter Z. Mass number is denoted by letter A and atomic number is denoted by letter Z. What this mass number is? Mass number is number of protons. Number of protons, sum of number of protons and number of neutrons. It is number of protons plus number of neutrons is called as mass number. Now what is this atomic number? Atomic number is number of electrons which is present in an atom and it is equal to number of protons. Now what atomic number? It is equal to number of electrons which is equal to number of protons. It is called as atomic number. Now we will discuss more in detail in Rutherford atomic model that atom is composed of two parts. And now what are these two parts? One is nuclear part and second one is extra nuclear part. Nuclear part is this, which is composed of proton and neutron. Now these neutron are that very particle which provide nucleus mass. एटम को जो मास प्रोवाइड करता है वो होता है न्यूट्रॉन, और जो ये पॉजिटिव चार्ज होता है इसे हम क्या बोलते हैं? प्रोटॉन, जो न्यूक्लियस के ऊपर पॉजिटिव चार्ज लाता है क्या बोलते हैं उसे हम? प्रोटॉन. एंड इट इज दैट वेरी कॉल्ड एज न्यूक्लियर पार्ट. Now extra nuclear part is composed of these very electrons. And one more important thing we should know, that the overall mass of atom is due to presence of only this neutron and proton. Not proton, these neutrons give it mass. And the mass of the electrons are negligible. Now what is the mass of electron? Mass of electron is 9.1 into 10 raised to the power minus 31 kilogram. So here we come with electromagnetic wave theory. So now what this electromagnetic wave theory says, that light from any radiation is coming continuously in the form of radiations, and what we call these are called as radiant energy. And these radiant energies have two components, and these two components are, one is electrical component and second one is magnetic component. And both these components are perpendicular to each other. These both components are perpendicular to each other, and these are also perpendicular to the direction of propagation. Now what these two components? One is electrical component and second one is magnetic component. Now both these components are perpendicular to each other. and these are also perpendicular to the direction of its propagation. What we call it? We call it as direction of propagation. And these electromagnetic waves travel with the velocity of light. Now with velocity, these electromagnetic wave travel. It is the velocity of light, which is denoted by letter C, which is equal to 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. It is that velocity by which these electric and electromagnetic waves travel, and they possesses wave-like character, and they do not require any material medium for its propagation. And then we study about another theory, and firstly we discuss about its limitation. Now why this theory was cancelled? What was its limitations? Its limitation was that it could not discuss about photoelectric effect, and it also could not discuss about black body radiation. It was its limitation. And now we discuss about Planck's quantum theory. Now what is this Planck's quantum theory? What we discuss? We discuss about Planck's quantum theory. What this Planck's quantum theory says, that light from any radiation is coming discontinuously, not continuously, in the form of tiny packets of light. And in case of lights, these tiny packets are called as photons, and otherwise these are called as quanta. What we call these are called as quanta. Now, one more important relationship which you all have to remember, that energy of each quanta is directly proportional to frequency. That energy is directly proportional to frequency. And now when we remove this proportionality sign, what we get, E is equal to H into nu. And now what this H is? What we call this H as? This H is nothing but Planck's constant. क्या होता है ये? Planck's constant होता है. Whose value is 6.626 into 10 raised to the power minus 34 joules second. So now here we come with photoelectric effect. What this photoelectric effect tells? That when a light of certain minimum frequency, what we call that minimum frequency? We call that minimum frequency as nu naught, which is called as threshold frequency. That when light of this minimum frequency falls on the surface of metal, what happens? That electrons are emitted. That when the light of this frequency, threshold frequency falls on the surface of metal, then the electrons are emitted. Now, what is the basic condition that we can easily predict about this photoelectric effect is that metals with low value of ionization energy, मतलब जिनकी ionization energy की वैल्यू कम होती है वो easily photoelectric effect शो कर देते हैं. मीन्स metals with, ये primitive condition है इसकी, that metals with low ionization energy shows this effect very well. And now these metals examples are potassium, cesium shows this effect very readily. And this cesium metal is most commonly used in photoelectric cell or photovoltaic cells. We see this cesium metal very easily because its ionization energy is low. So it can easily show this photoelectric effect. So now we are going to study how we find kinetic energy, कि हम kinetic energy का expression कैसे निकालते हैं through this photoelectric effect. So now there is another frequency which we can see is this. This is known as incident frequency. What we call this? Incident frequency. When this very frequency falls on the surface of metal, now what is the most primitive condition? Then what is the condition for this photoelectric effect to happen? That is when this incident frequency is greater than this threshold frequency, photoelectric effect take place. And now from here we are going to find the value, or we are going to derive the expression for kinetic energy. Now what kinetic energy is? The extra energy imparted by electron is known as kinetic energy. Now what is the, as I have told you in Planck's quantum theory, that this is the expression for energy, and we have two types of energy which we will use in this. These are the two types of energy which we are going to use in expression of kinetic energy. Now what are their names? What their names are? These HV, as this is known as incident energy. What we call this? We call this as incident energy. And second one is known as threshold energy. Or we can call this as a work function. What we call this? We call this as a work function. And the kinetic energy expression which we are going to derive from here. Now as we know that incident frequency is higher value than this. So from here we conclude that the value of h nu is greater than h nu naught. So what we get about this kinetic energy is that kinetic energy is equal to h nu minus h nu naught. It is its expression. And now when we have to find the velocity of electron, what we use the formula is that what is this kinetic energy expression? We use this expression half mv square is equal to h nu minus h nu naught as our formula for finding the velocity of electron. Means that number of photoelectrons which are emitted is directly proportional to the intensity of light, and that very velocity is directly proportional to frequency. These are the important formula which we have to remember. Here we comes with emission spectrum of hydrogen atom. Now emission spectrum of hydrogen atom which we are going to study, what does it mean? That when we take hydrogen gas in a discharge tube and pass electric discharge through it, then what happens? This emission spectrum of hydrogen is obtained. Various series. And these series fall in various regions. Now, what these series are? These series are Lyman series, Balmer series, Packen series, Lyman, Balmer, Packen and Lyman, Balmer, Packen, bracket series, Huffman series, and there comes another series which is Humphrey series. Now the various regions in which these lie are: Lyman series lies in the ultraviolet region, Balmer series lying in visible region, Packen lies in IR, bracket also lie in IR, P-fund also lie in IR, and this Humphrey series, this lies in far infrared region. In which infrared? Far infrared. And now this N1 value is fixed for all these. What is the value of N1? For Lyman series it is 1, for Balmer series it is 2, Packen it is 3, ब्रैकेट के लिए 4 होता है, P-fund के लिए 5 एंड Humphrey सीरीज के लिए ये 6 होता है. And now what is the value of N2? N2 value varies करती है. Like for this Lyman series, it starts from 2, 3 and so on. And from this 3, 4 and so on, 4, 5 and so on, and for this bracket 5, 6 and up to so on. P-fund के लिए 6, 7 and so on, and for this Humphrey series it is 7, 8 and up to so on. Now there comes one of the important formula which you all have to remember, that is called as Rydberg formula. We are going to study. Now what does Rydberg formula says? In calculation of wave number, which is also used in calculation of frequency. It also tells us about wavelength of any atom. Now it is wave number is equal to this R. Now from this wave number, इस wave number से हम easily wavelength बता सकते हैं, because this wave number is equal to 1 upon lambda, and this lambda is nothing but wavelength. And now this R is Rydberg constant, and it are its value, which you all have to remember, because we are going to use them all in formula 1 by n1 square, and this is complete formula. n1 is this and n2 is this. Okay, and this Z is nothing but an atomic number. This all is about